According to the New York Times, there is a full-on hissy being had in Fort Worth, Texas. Of course, we have to end prayer meeting Wednesday in Texas. What's the hissy being had? It's over advertisements on buses. The advertisement says, millions of people are good without God. The New York Times writing, the reaction from believers has been harsher than anyone in the non-believers club expected. Some ministers organized a boycott of the buses. Yeah, because there was a boycott of the Montgomery buses when Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat. Civil rights, basic human rights. By God, that's worthy of a boycott. And so, too, is a message that says millions of people are good without God. We'll show them. We'll boycott the buses. Like those dumb, fundy bastards ever wrote them in the first place. Some boycott. Some ministers organized a boycott of buses with limited success. Limited success because they don't ride them. Other clergy members are... This is the scary part. Other clergy members are pressing the Fort Worth Transportation Authority to ban all religious advertising on public buses. And a group of local businessmen paid for a van with a Christian message to follow the atheist-messaged buses around Fort Worth. Sweet jumping Jesus on a trailer hitch. A van. A Jesus van to follow buses with a message that simply says millions of people are good without God. Do the fundies in Fort Worth deny the reality of that statement? Because recent polling data indicates that, 20% of America is quite happily living their lives without benefit of an imaginary friend. I guess the Texas clergy, the Fort Worth clergy, have declared that they are, in fact, not good people. And they are willing to censor, and that's the interesting thing, other clergy members are pressing the Fort Worth Transportation Authority to ban all religious advertising on public buses. Well, that's fine, but that would not ban that message. Because it's not a religious message. It is a statement of fact. Religious messages are never delivered from a factual standpoint. Religious messages are always delivered from a standpoint of faith. Because you gotta believe. It's the nice thing about atheists. They don't have to believe anything. They know it or they don't know it, and that's the end of the inquiry. Unless you're in Texas, where their imaginary friend is so pitiful, so puny, so putrid and so weak, that it can't even tolerate, its followers can't even tolerate a message that says millions of people are good without God.